you won't make any fucking concessions, and it's crazy. Like I make so many fucking concessions to you all the time, but when I fucking try to explain to you why Jewish people around the world might find that phrase scary to them, you won't fucking even admit. Well, now you did that I asked you, but you think it's fucking silly. You don't want to hear anything I have to say, and you don't want to concede a single fucking point.
But I do understand it, which is why I try to work against this counter narrative, this counterfactual.
So wait, first of all, to be clear, so what he just said was he understands the perspective. That's why he's trying to destroy it.
You care at all about what your audience says about me?
There's 32,000 people in here right now. The reason why people are saying that is because of the conflations that you made, Ethan. That's why, like, I can't stop people from viewing you a certain way if you're going to make these comparisons that they've heard from actually racist people. You literally implied that Jewish Voice for Peace would be akin to a capo in this circumstance.
Oh, you are fucking so bad faith for saying that, and fuck you for even like putting that out in the world. That was not my point.
Made this comparison.
My point was that you can find anybody to defend any fucking thing. That was my point.
You also made a comparison that this slow.
Finally, Ethan's getting fed up.
Good.
Finally. Oh my God. But will it stay? Will that energy stay? Will Ethan tell Hasan to pound sand?
I hope so.
Slogan is akin to the swastika changed over the course of its trajectory as a symbol for Nazi Germany. And then also on top of that stated that the Confederate flag means something different to the Southern folk that want to promote heritage, not hate. Those people, when they say that, are cynically saying heritage, not hate. It doesn't mean slavery to me. Those people are in the wrong. These people that are saying from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, are not in the wrong. They're in the right. That's the major difference. They are morally righteous, and their slogan in and of itself is on the exact opposite side of what the Confederacy implies. That's why a better comparison would still be to make a comparison to Black Lives Matter in the way that some white people foresee or perceive.
That was interesting. Did you notice he did it quickly? So I don't know if people noticed. He conflated both people being honest and people being right, because he first said, well, the people who are saying that the Confederate flag is not like a racist symbol, those people are lying. He said they're only saying it cynically. Okay, so those people know it's a hate symbol. They're just lying. But then he also conflated that with, well, they're also wrong, which is interesting. That really shows you how warped his worldview. Because obviously, like, there are people that could think like a symbol is not a hate symbol and they could just be factually wrong. Like, of course, that's a possibility. But like from his perspective, whether he agrees with you or not means whether you're being honest or not.
Right. Because he's always right.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. And if I'm not going to listen to what white people who are against Black Lives Matter have to say about the slogan itself, then why would I listen to people who are defending Israel on what this slogan means? Because the broadest majority of people who consider this to be an anti-Semitic slogan are, in my opinion, deploying it cynically. Not you. Not
By
you.
the way, I'm not even defending I'm not even like, I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels. And I'm fucking shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, who the fuck is this child, cold, arrogant, kind as fuck.
I love you, but there's only so much I can do.
How can you be surprised when your Discord is literally full of fucking
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're making that argument. You know that, right? Like, at a certain point, you're an adult, and the words that you're saying are going to be perceived by people in a certain way. I can't constantly tell my community to shut the fuck up, like, right, well, which I have, and I think they should. But at the end of the day, it's because I know you personally, and I think your heart is in the right place. But they don't know, so it's hard. It's hard.
Your heart is in the right place, Ethan, but you're a genocidal maniac.
If we had an argument like this and you said those words to me, you're an adult, I would have just turned off the stream.
Yeah, look, we're never going to this. This
I would have
territory
just been like,
insane.
I guess this is just, that's the end of it. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
This is insane levels of disrespect.
Yes, it's disgusting. It's like insane. It's wild. It's hard to watch.
To be so condescending about it.
Yes. He's like,
Yeah.
listen, your fucking chat is like, trying to destroy my reputation. Yeah, but it's because of what you're saying. You're an adult, Ethan. Oh my God.
To destroy your
Yeah. Like, Jesus.
to destroy your reputation because you don't want to be made out to be responsible for the Palestinian plight just because you're Jewish. This is insane.
Yeah.
This is totally insane.
Yep.
After he's gone on for weeks and weeks about collective punishment, now he's here. Look, Ethan, you got to take this collective punishment here. Just bend over and take it.
Yeah.
Change your position or else. More collective punishment for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially this is change your position or else. I can't protect you unless you agree with me 100%, right?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just say, listen, we don't have to agree on everything.
You and I do that all the fucking time.
No, I know, and just say, like, don't fucking try to like destroy my friend's reputation. Don't savage his reputation, just because we have some disagreement.
I mean, it's
Like,
a pretty big disagreement, but
yeah, right, but it's just there's no consideration by Hasan at all for A, for Ethan's feelings, or B, that like the alternative perspective that this does mean something that people could very easily perceive as meaning genocidal things. Like, it's not even a stretch at all. It's not even remotely a stretch to think this, to perceive it this way.
yeah, he's really, really covering for people who are saying this without knowing if those people are being sincere actors or not, which I just think
It's super weird.
it is very weird.
It's very sus.
And to not give a friend the benefit of the doubt to engage in this behavior with total strangers, basically protecting total strangers when you don't know if they are. I mean, he's got to be to some extent protecting himself, right? Because people are saying this in his chat, and he knows there's no way to stop it. Is that what's going on here? I feel like
no, he could stop it. He doesn't want to stop it because if Hasan said, okay, you know what, for you, Ethan, I understand your perspective. I understand why you interpret it this way. I won't say anymore, and I won't let people in the chat say it. So like they set up a thing that like banned that phrase or whatever.
Sure.
He would get ripped to shreds by his radical audience. They say, I can't believe you're capitulating to some liberal tone policing.
Genocidal Nazi.
Yes.
This genocidal anti-Nazi.
Yes.
Who wants to police us.
Yes.
Right.
And that's really what's going on here. He's just too much of a coward. Well, I mean, actually, he probably believes it, so he just literally believe it because he's a scumbag. But either
kind of insane.
It's hard for people to view what you're saying beyond your words.
I'm just telling you the perspective. You disagree. That's it. I mean, what the fuck do you want from me?
Okay, but do you get where I'm coming from? Like, that's why I'm trying to
understand your analysis.
I love this sort of like, again, this feels very abusive. It's like after I've just like savaged you and disrespected you, do you get where I'm coming from? Fuck yeah.
I don't want to feel bad about the fact that my entire chat is calling you a racist, genocidal Zionist, like wrongly. like I don't know that I would even put Ethan in that camp, right?
But do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah. He doesn't want to feel bad about being a selfish piece of shit.
Yep.
He should feel bad though.
He should.
Dude.
Okay.
I understand your analysis.
I don't want my community to hurt your feelings. I don't want your feelings to be hurt either.
They're not hurting my feelings. They're monsters. They're like psychotic.
I think you're a good
not
person.
All of them, but there are a lot of them, and you don't seem to care about moderating it at all.
That's not true.
Whereas when you're on my show, we really do care about what people say about you on Discord and chat. And we moderate it to keep like a good environment, but you don't seem to fucking care about it.
There's no way I can shut off my chat. I mean, I
can. Yet another example of Ethan wanting that reciprocation and just not getting it.
Yeah. Look,
it's abuse.
Yeah, that's tough. That
Put
is
it in
tough.
emote mode, but that's it.
Do you not
Just
have
like you shut off
moderators?
your chat. Just like
not-
you shut off your chat when these sorts of conversations happen in an effort to stop bad faith pieces of shit. We can put it in emote mode, which is what I'm doing now. But ultimately, you have to realize, like, when there's 33,000 people, and it's not even YouTube, it's literally fucking Twitch, so that it's even faster. It's almost impossible to moderate because people are going to perceive what you're saying in a certain way. This is not like there's only.
But he's not even saying don't do it. Like, this is so dishonest. He's like, there's so many people. How can we moderate them all? But Hasan, you're not even saying, listen, guys, don't do this. I don't like that you do this. I actually despise if you do this. If you're a fan of mine, you're doing this, I'm going to ban you because Ethan's my friend and you are a piece of shit. Like, he's not saying any of this. He's just saying, oh, what can I do, Ethan? You're saying racist things. What can I do?
Yeah, he's completely helpless here. He's just an innocent victim in all of this, Sitch.
I'm the victim. You're saying things that are just so terrible.
Why are you so abusive, Ethan?
Yes, stop.
Can't you just scream from the river to the sea?
Ethan, please stop.
Why are you putting me in this position?
Exactly.
Only so much moderation I can do if you make that comparison.
Do you have moderators in your chat? I don't understand. I didn't make any fucking comparison, dude. I'm literally just explaining how people feel about it. That's all I'm fucking doing, man. And you continue to put words in my mouth, making it seem like I'm comparing them to fucking Jewish Nazis and shit.
Hold on.
It's so fucked up. It's not fair.
Boomer's here.
And
My
when you
boomer's here.
say
Hold
that
on.
shit, then people in your chat are obviously going to co-sign it. And they're going to fucking, think that.
This is the saddest thing I've ever witnessed. This is horrendous.
This is like
Ethan is pouring his heart out here.
Yeah.
Hasan gets up and leaves
because his dog groomer's here
to go talk to his home in home dog grooming appointment.
Right. Like, he can't either say, listen, this is more important. Your friendship, my relationship with you, in our business relationship is more important than like the dog groomer having to wait an extra 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Or like, why can't his parents who are serving him food, they can't go talk to the dog groomer? He has to deal with the dog groomer. Like, this is like the disrespect. Like, listen, Ethan, I feel bad for you, but this is like cuck shit. You are cucked. Okay. If you don't break off your relationship with Hasan after this, you are cucked 100%. Yeah. Like, you're telling him
Ethan's going to be the dog groomer in a year. I'm telling you.
Yes.
He's going to be the dog groomer.
This
the
is
live-in
pathetic.
dog groomer. You
guys are having like this massive, like, emotional disagreement, like, relationship problem. And you're talking about it publicly. And you're like, you're completely disrespecting me. You're putting words in my mouth, blah, 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 blah. And then it sounds like, listen, I got to talk to my dog groomer. Doesn't wait for a response. Just gets up and leaves in the middle of what he sent.
Yeah. Oh.
Holy shit.
This is demoralizing.
It's just so fucked up.
You didn't tell me we were watching torture films today.
Well, that's the thing.
This needed a trigger warning.
People saw clips from this. They didn't see the whole thing. They don't understand like how insane this conversation was.
Man.
As I quoted, a Zionist fucking freak pig. I mean, I don't know. For the record, I understand the analysis.
Look, he doesn't even know he's gone. How does he not know he's gone? Because it's on Discord.
No. He knows he's gone. He's just talking in the chat now.
Oh, he is? Okay. Thank goodness.
Analysis. Right? That it's not anti-Israel or anti-Semitic. I understand. And I agree with his analysis, actually. I do. I'm explaining why Jewish people around the world find it offensive. And I can tell you guys, most Jews do find it offensive because the way they interpret it, which is the destruction of Israel. That's how they interpret it, whether it's meant that way or not. And I think that it's worth, acknowledging that that's how people feel about it. Keep using it by all means.
Sorry, I was gone.
I'm
I had
talking to the audience.
Can you hear
because
me? Okay.
I'm telling the audience because I don't think I can.
You know why? But
I'm just explaining to the audience that I'm simply explaining why people interpret it to be anti-Semitic or anti-Israel because of the insinuation that it is from the river to sea. They interpret it as it being a call for the destruction of Israel. You can use that phrase, and I agree with your analysis, Hasan, that you know what I mean, that people can use that phrase. It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm just explaining the perspective. If you care to respond to it or not.
No, I get the perspective.
If you want to keep using the phrase, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm just explaining that I don't like that people act like it's so fucking shocking that, when Jewish people see that and interpret it one way. It's not fair to make them seem like crazy Zionist.
But if you see
to the level of gaslighting, though, you have this phrase that you're socially allowed to say is completely innocuous, but really, other people see it as like the most offensive thing ever.
Yeah.
How are people not going to say that all the time? That's like the ultimate troll.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
This is just completely set up. I mean, this is a fail on every level. And the fact that Hasan is defending this is just crazy.
Interpreting it that way.
If you see my explanation of this, and if you hear Palestinians explain this term and this slogan and what it means to them and the history of the slogan, right? And instead of going, oh, wow, I didn't think about that. Actually, maybe I'm in the wrong here. I would rather listen to those who are anti-Zionist, Palestinians, and also American Jews and Western Jews who are anti-Zionist alike. If they all are if they all have this kind of perspective overall, then if you are also on the side of the emancipation of Palestinians, don't you think that the better thing to do here would be to educate people to ensure that there's not any further misunderstandings on the front? Because that's the reason why I make this statement. That's the reason why I try to educate people when there's a sea of counterfactuals and counter narratives that simply claim unconditionally that this is like anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic people can use this. I do agree.
I disagree that it's unconditionally anti-Semitic.
Listen, Hasan's just trying to educate people. Okay, he's just educating us. We shouldn't be so hard on him.
He's providing cover for the anti-Semites. That's what's really going on here.
I mean,
he's providing plausible deniability for them. I think he should recognize that.
I mean, he could, but why?
Because it's true. That's why.
I mean, is anything really true?
It does hurt his reputation, which is why he won't acknowledge it. But
what is even true anyway, Adam?
The truth is there are a lot of really anti-Semitic people in the world that are out there actively looking for a phrase that they can say that people will know is anti-Semitic. But there's some sort of plausible deniability that they didn't mean it that way. And it's really just some nice thing that they were saying about the Palestinian people.
So there's a very famous politician. I can't remember who said it, but I remember he was very famous. And I'm pretty sure that he was a big advocate for peace. Okay. And democracy. In fact, I believe he said he loved democracy.
Did he?
Very openly. And he had a very good line. And he said, Ethan, truth is a point of view. Okay. So
truth is a point of view.
Yeah. And so that's the truth, is that truth is a point of view. And it turns out that Hasan's truth is the correct truth and Ethan's truth is the incorrect truth.
If truth is a point of view, wouldn't they both be correct?
No.
This is a problem. What happens when the two truths, the point of view truths, contradict one another? As they do in this conversation. What
No.
happens?
No.
This is why
But
I
do
believe
you-
in the truth.
Oh, okay.
Standpoint epistemology can hit the road, Jack.
Oh, I fucked up the quote. It was good as a point of view, not truth. I apologize, everybody.
I saw you.
Ruined it.
I heard you Googling over there.
I ruined it.
Who is the politician? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Who said that they love democracy?
Good as a point of view.
Yeah.
Who said that they love democracy?
I love democracy. It's Emperor
I'm-
Palpatine
Oh, okay.
or Senator Palpatine. Good as a point of view, Anakin.
From the prequels?
From those great movies. Yeah.
Oh,
from
yeah.
those wonderful movies. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I love democracy.
I love democracy.
Good is a point of view. Obviously.
understand why some people might find that like a scary phrase to hear around the
Yes,
world?
I
around
do,
the world.
but
Okay,
people
good.
also,
That's
but
fucking
people
all you
also
had to
think.
say.
I know, but
You
people also think Free
acknowledge-
Palestine
hold
is a
on.
scary phrase.
Bro, okay, so you acknowledge that Jews around the world, you can understand why they would see that and can think of it as a scary phrase to them. It would make them uncomfortable.
Yes, just like
That's it.
Black Lives Matter can be an uncomfortable phrase for people, but it doesn't change my mentality around the phrase.
No,
And if someone
because
asks me,
okay, whatever.
Yeah, people are real upset that Black Lives Matter. It's really, they're
Yeah.
shaking in their boots when they hear Black Lives Matter. Oh, it's terrifying.
Yep.
Such a bad analogy.
Bro, I don't know
what do you
to
mean
tell
whatever? That's not whatever. That's very
Well,
important.
we're just talking in circles. We've already talked about this shit.
I know, but it's important because I don't want you to think that I don't want you to think that I'm like cynically or in a weird way, just like being
don't
like,
think
no,
so.
anti-Semitism is
Listen.
like totally fine
No,
actually
I don't
with this
think
one
so,
phrase.
But what you won't make any fucking concessions, and it's crazy. Like I make so many fucking concessions to you all the time from my heart, and I listen and I fucking try to move towards your side every time we talk, and I do.
I want you to. So, again, we have Ethan's pouring his heart out here, okay? Expressing his frustration. I want you to watch what Hasan is doing while he's saying all this, okay? Just like watch what physically is happening on screen.
Make so many fucking concessions to you all the time from my heart, and I listen and I fucking try to move towards your side every time we talk, and I do. But when I fucking try to explain to you, and you even sit here and you understand that, so why Jewish people around the world might find that phrase scary to them, you won't fucking even admit. Well, now you did that I asked you, but you think it's fucking silly. You don't want to hear anything I have to say, and you don't want to concede a single fucking point.
I think
Yeah.
Can you imagine having a conversation with someone, and they're saying all this to you, like you're saying it over dinner, and they're just like stuffing their face, licking their fork, spreading their food around, like it's just so insanely disrespectful. It's wild to me.
Yeah.
Just so crazy. It just signals so much of like everything you're saying is irrelevant, and I don't care.
I don't think he does care, to be honest with you. Ethan
I don't
is,
either.
Ethan is, I mean, was Ethan in the hospital recently? It looks like he's got like a hospital ankle.
No, I think those are his ugly Teddy Fresh socks or something. They're all like the
okay.
weird pastel colors that he always has. But I mean, he's sick, obviously. But
What's going on with the sickness? He's got brain.
I don't know. He's got a cold or
eyeworms
COVID or something. I don't know what's going on. But
Okay.
think
I did
that
a little directing here for the, as he's pouring his heart out.
what did you do?
Let's back it up a little bit.
What did you do?
Because he's doing this weird thing. He's like shaving his legs or something.
Oh, he's just touching
so
himself.
why Jewish people around the world might find that phrase scary to them, you won't fucking even admit. Well, now you did that I asked you, but you think it's fucking silly. You don't want to hear anything I have to say, and you don't want to concede a single fucking point.
True.
I think that
and it's not that fun to talk to you about it when it's like that.
Okay. I think the reason why it comes across as one-sided, even though it's not one-sided either, is because we're broadly in agreement. But I agree. But
No.
the potential fears that this might invoke in people who are otherwise misguided and propagandized against this phrase by those who have a cynical reason to tie this to Judaism in general is the reason why I try to educate people on the matter. Is the reason why when you and I are in disagreement, I want to explain it to you in all sincerity. I do not discount the fact that Jewish people might hear this. Otherwise, good faith and even, I guess, anti-Zionist or maybe critical, Jewish people who are critical of Israel, let's say, might hear this and think, oh, this...
Okay, so far, Hasan's answer to all this is just, yeah, but I'm right.
Yeah.
That's all he's saying. That's all he's saying that in longer words. Yes, but I'm right, so shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
This seems anti-Semitic to me because I've been told it's anti-Semitic, but I think making a concession on this and saying, you know what, you're right. Some people are afraid of this slogan, so that must mean it's anti-Semitic is incorrect when it's not reflective of its history.
Understand why a large amount of Jews think that slogan is offensive to them.
I know, but just like with the one state solution conversation, that
I'm just trying to connect a fucking bridge at all between.
It's true. I didn't even notice it the first time I watched this. Has Hasan at any point in this conversation even acknowledged, he doesn't have to agree with, but acknowledged why people would interpret the slogan to mean, killing all the Jews? Has he even acknowledged that at any point?
No. I haven't heard him acknowledge it.
Interesting.
Well, no, maybe he has acknowledged it. I haven't really been paying attention.
I don't know, but it's pretty wacky either way.
He has said a couple times that he thinks, people are saying it to mean nefarious things, to be done with to get rid of Israel and stuff like that.
That's true. Yeah, he did. You're right. He did say that. But did he acknowledge? Did he acknowledge from why Jews wouldn't like it then?
Or no, I don't think that's really happened.
Because it sounds like that's what Ethan is even asking for. He's like, we just acknowledge that, people will look at this and they'll interpret it this, way.
Yeah.
I do understand it.
You can use that phrase. I'm not even disagreeing. But if we're trying to actually make bridges and fucking understand each other, you not being able to even concede why Jews around the world could interpret that way seems, it's not productive at all. You don't want to fucking see it from anyone's perspective.
But I do understand it, which is why I try to work against this counter narrative, this counterfactual. That's what I'm saying. I try to use the privilege that I have, the platform that I have, to deliver a voice for a group of people that are never really heard at all.
I think peace and progress happens when we connect and.
So wait, first of all, to be clear, so what he just said was he understands the perspective. That's why he's trying to destroy it. Was his answer to the question. This is so insane. Classic gaslight.
He wants to give a voice to the Palestinians, is what he said.
Well, then and then he ends it by justifying his first statement by then giving the second statement, which is that I'm giving a voice to the people that are not heard, right? Even though obviously we've all seen massive amount of protests on streets. Hasan is literally saying this, we've heard a million people on the left saying this. The idea that no one's heard this perspective is a complete lie, but okay, sure.
Have empathy for each other. That's it. I'm explaining to you why Jews around the world might find that offensive. And and that's it. I think that it would be good to try to understand that. But
the question I have is this.
But I don't care to keep talking about it because we just keep talking in circles.
Okay, well, here I'll tackle it from a different angle.
All right.
Ethan,
Ugh,
you're an
I gotta go
oppressor.
soon anyway. My throat is fucking killing me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we couldn't make peace on this one issue.
Do you hear like he said that with such derision in his voice
Yeah.
after, I mean, he's just, I'm sorry we couldn't make peace on this issue. Holy shit. It's so disgusting.
I'm sorry you couldn't come to the realization, Ethan, that I'm totally right and you should bend over and kiss my ass.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah, it's
and I
just,
hope that
like, it's just, I just find it really fucked up how people are going to interpret this now, and I think based on some of your analysis, as me like comparing fucking Palestinian activists to like Jewish Nazis or something, you know. And like, I'm not even fucking saying don't use the phrase. I'm simply trying to explain the perspective. And like, if you don't want to hear the perspective, if you don't want to empathize at all with people that find it offensive, then conversing is kind of pointless.
I don't.
Like, I feel like I'm just explaining it, man. And you know, I'm not a fucking radical Jew. I'm not even a religious Jew.
No,
I know. I have no stake in the game. And this is coming from.
I know.
What's going on, Sitch? What just happened there?
Ethan just can't deal with it anymore. He just left.
Ethan like got up and left.
Yeah. Just got up and left.
Ethan's like, look, my dog groomer's here. Gotta go, bitch.
I gotta go. Deal with the dog groomer. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch and Adams show. If you like what you heard, you can listen to our live show right here on this channel on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you want, you can super chat us. We read $20 and up super chats on the show and then do a follow-up stream on the following Tuesday where we read the rest of the unread super chats and interact with fans of the show. Subscribe to this channel right here to listen to the live show or to listen to more of our awesome clips.